Good morning, friends, and welcome to our Sunday morning Q&A on DOB signoff. This week we're up to segment 4, and as I promised last week, we're going to talk about sprinkler sign-off this week, specifically the documents needed to sign off the sprinkler. In comparison to plumbing sign-off, sprinkler sign-off is really a breeze. We only need 2 sign-off documents, and they are, we need the final TR1, and we need an FP85. Final TR1, we spoke about TR1s in segment 2, I believe. A sprinkler system needs a TR1, which means an engineer, third party, to take responsibility that the sprinkler system will be installed up to code. So there are 2 TR1s. One is an initial TR1 that's before the system is installed. Then there's a final TR1 after the system is installed, which is where we're up to now once we're going for sprinkler sign-off. So we need that final TR1, and we need the second document is an FP85, otherwise known as a sprinkler inspection report. In most cases, that's all we need for sprinkler sign-off, just these 2 documents. If the job has a booster pump or a dry valve or a fire pump, then some additional documentation may be needed. A document called an FP10 will be needed if there's a dry valve system in the house. Other than that, there's something called a sign-off letter, which is sometimes needed if there are some certifiable comments that were needed on any of the inspections, and now we need a letter to state how those comments were resolved. That's really it for sprinkler sign-off. Just the 2 documents, TR1s and FP85, and let me show you what they look like, so you're more familiar with them to upload them and go for sprinkler sign-off. So here's what an FP85 looks like, otherwise known as a sprinkler inspection report. It's from the NYC Building Department. It's 1 page. Then we have, this is what a TR1 looks like. TR1, technical report, statement of responsibility. A bunch of items here. This one is checked off for sprinkler systems, and for final TR1 we need this column to be filled out, the one that says certificate of complete inspections test, not this column. This would be the initial TR1. So it's those 2 documents. If we're doing a dry valve, so then we need a FP10, otherwise known as a dry pipe valve test. So that's it, guys. Sprinkler sign-off. Those are the documents that we need. I'm looking forward to be here with you again next week for segment 5. I think we're going to talk about standpipe sign-off next week. Looking forward, and have a wonderful week.